Everybody, welcome to that session. Um, it's not going to be a very long session because it's simply to show my new update that we received through Ancestry DNA. Um, and For everybody that was unaware, this month, a lot of us, when we were logging in, it was showing that an update was about to be available. And true indeed, the 18th of this month, I received this update that changed pretty much uh, a lot of stuff. The way I was seeing my ancestry, it kind of switched up mostly on my African side, not on my, on my European side, we will say, perhaps, but mostly on my African side. We and I also did receive another update through 23andMe, but this is not the topic of the video because either way, I didn't really like the update from 23andMe. It was very minor change, small changes, and uh, I was kind of like disappointed of how they update my 23andMe compared to Ancestry DNA. So no, I will not do a video on the 23andMe update. But if you guys want to go check, you guys might have an update on 23andMe right now or on Ancestry DNA if y'all was not aware. And it's ready. So we will start. This is my previous estimate. All right, we got Jewish people of Europe, which is connected to my grandmothers on my father's side, 29%. Benin Togo, that would be on my mother's side, which she Haitian, 22%. The Nigeria on my mother's side as well, 15%. Cameroon, Congo, and Western Bantu people, that would be on my father's side, and on my mother's side. So yes, Ivory Coast, Ghana will be on my father's side, and Mali will be on my father's side. Senegal would have been on my mother's side, and a bit on my father's side, like less than 1%. And Scotland would have been on my father's side. Sweden would have been on my mother's side. Germanic Europe would have been on my father's side, and Basque on my mother's side, Spain on my mother's side, and Ireland on my mother's side, which she is Asian, and my father is Jewish, Bahamian, African American. So you can see the percentage in there. I'm not gonna break down all the percentage, but basically you get the picture. You see what I'm saying? So it's pretty much what I had previous to this. Now, how do I know the father to the mother side? Well, uh, personal research. That's first of all. With personal research, um, and then also it have tool in there that show you which side you iterate which, which I feel as is alright, but it's still not perfect. So please do not think that this tool is like ultimated 100% thing to say this is on your mother, this is on your father. It's kind of like a guess, but the guess is pretty much good based, like I said, on my personal information that I gather among the times. So yeah, now less talking. We'll go straight to my new update result. So go ahead. Okay. Yeah, I don't have nothing to hide. So again, we got Jewish people of Europe, 29%. They give me Jews in Northern Europe, Jews in Southwest Latvia, Lithuania, Northwest Belarus, and Jew in Belarus and Ukraine, which have to do with the mother of my father, which is my grandmother. She is 100% Jewish, all the way down to the line. So I was aware of that. The Ivory Coast, Ghana, this is really was a surprise to me because I know, boom, my father based on the research that I've done, had a little bit of Ghana, but then this came as like my number one. Like if you check there, you can see that there's no other African ancestry than Ivory Coast that which is Benin, but the Benin would have been on my mother's side, and I will explain that after. But basically, they put Ivory Coast Ghana first, and most likely, how I know that is on my father's side, not only from the inheritance, but I talked to what will be the sister of my father, and she told me that my grandfather, all he knew that he was having ancestry from Ivory Coast and Ghana, and that he had English ancestry. So that's how I know that this is accurate. Another thing is, in plenty other site, I kept having like Akan, which is from Ghana, the tribe, the Akans from Ghana. I kept having them on top every time, every time on plenty different platform, and I was asking myself like, how is that I keep having Akans, and energy from Ghana, right? But it makes sense. It's because uh, my grandfather now, I don't know if it's because I know also that my grandfather have a mother that from the Bahamas and a father that is African American from Texas. So my theory is that the icon is from the Bahamas and not from the African American side, and the African American side would have been Congo, basically Congo. So that's my theory, but I don't know, so I can't say 100%. But that's what I go with. Then we got Benin, and also, oh yeah, I forgot. It will make me one in between so many that have Ivory Coast Ghana as its highest African ancestry. And now I separate Benin from Ghana because Benin and Togo, you say I got 50% also, but it's all from my mother. I didn't integrate no Benin from my father, and the reason why is because my mother is Haitian, and we know that the Haitian have deep ancestry from Benin, from the Dahomey, and from and because also I found many Ewe cousins on my mother's side, so there's no doubt that my mother is from the Ewe tribe of Benin. So that's why I got also Benin kind of like 50-50. So one side is my father, Akan. One side is Benin, is Ewe, is from my mother. Nigeria, I didn't seems to generate any DNA from Nigeria from my father's side. But if I do, I guess it would be Igbo, you know, uh, based on the knowledge that I know. But Igbo or Yoruba. But no, on my mother's side, I found out many Igbo cousin, or even Osa cousin, Ibibio cousin. So that part is from her. The Cameroon and Congo Western Bantu people, the 12%, that's from my father's side and my mother's side, because I found mythical cousins from my father and my mother's side that were Congolese and from the Congo. Again, I can say from my mother's side, which if it's father or mother, and even from my father, if it's his father, mother side, or father side, because like I said, it could be from the American side or the Bahamian side because they had a lot of Congolese in the Bahamas. But I will go with the fact that this from the Texas area, from the Congo people. So on my American side, and on my mom would have been on my Haitian side. Then you got Senegal. Senegal again. Funny as it is, I had like less than 1% in on my father's side, but I find not many. I find one Wolof cousins that was matching my father's side uh, on Ancestry DNA. After that, I found a couple on Gen Match, but they were very low. Like they was matching like 5 cm, so it got to be an old tank. But on my mother's side, there's another story. I find many Wolof people connected to her through DNA on Ancestry DNA and on Gen Match. No, yeah, on Gen Match and on My Heritage. So I know that's where I come from. Now Mali, it will be on my father's side, and based on the thing that I know, I should get way more Mali, but um, because DNA is very limited when you gotta get 50-50%, and so that's on my father's side completely. And although I found like what we call them Mende DNA from my mother's side. On her side, she have like Mende and all types of people from Liberia, and what else? Sierra Leone. So yeah, so I didn't have her DNA, but I have Mali on both sides. But this one, the 2%, I got it from my father, and my father Mali. I guess it will be some like Sierra Leone, because based of the people from the Bahamas that had Gula DNA, Gula from the Carolinas. So yeah. Then I got Sweden, Denmark. I don't know where it comes from, but that's from my mother's side. So I don't know where would it come from on the lineage. Then you got Germany, Europe, 2%. That's on my father's side. Now I have a lot of theory for this one because I have a lot of people that neither on my Bahamian side or my American side um, that is British that I have as um, second cousin and third cousin and so on and so on, and even fourth cousin, and then they have a whole bunch of them. They are a mix of German and Wales and New England. But yeah, so on the on this side would be my father's side, and then England, Northwest Europe. Even though I have this on my father's side as well, but this one was on my mother's side. And again, I can theorize how she got this on my mother's side. Wales 2% would have been on my father's side. Again, I just explained how it could be. The Basque would have been on my mother's side, on my Haitian mother's side. And then there's Scotland apparently, which is weird because last time on my previous it was on my father's side. Now this is on my mother's side. And again, like we can't just say that is perfect. DNA still have lots to do, so it's all guessing. And even when I speak myself, it's all guessing based off the information that I gather. So it is what it is. So this is what it is. Okay, and then we got you know there. I'm just showing my community. We got the Jews. We got Afro Bahamian, Afro Burmanian that is connected from Ivory's Ghana. Yeah, so I know that it's from Ghana, so it makes sense that I kind of like inherited like a lot of Ghanaian DNA, but that will only be on her mother's side. So it is what it is. And then East Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana, you see it say Nigeria, Cameroon, Congo, Western Bantu people. I terrorized that my Congo from there, and I have probably a bit of Nigeria DNA that's from there as well. But again, that's just what it is. So yeah, so that was my DNA update. Again, I'm so happy to see that I don't have this genetic like everybody DNA, because like you got, let's say, all African American, they all got Nigeria on top, or Cameroon, Congo on top, or and then you got the Caribbean people, some of them have Benin on top, and but nobody really have Ivory Coast, Ghana, or even Mali on top. And so I'm very happy to see that I'm probably one of a kind that have a lot of Akan's DNA in my body, and I'm happy. I'm proud. You know, Regardless, in 23 and Me, They give me the tribe of the Fulani and the Wolof. I find many Wolof and Fulani on both sides of my family, but again, you know, it doesn't mean that it's the ultimate tribe that you have, and I most likely find way more Fulani and Wolof people on my mother's side than my father's side. But I found some on my father's side, so I can terrorize that I have Fulani and Wolof ancestry on my father's side as well. And the Congo, I found some. I had they gave me the Congo and the Mambundu people from Congo and on 2020, and I got it, and so I terrorize again that it's on my father's side and my mother's side because I found cousin on both sides. But for what I know, I got Akan ancestry, Igbo ancestry, Wolof Fulani ancestry, um, Yoruba for my mother ancestry. I know I found Yoruba people from the Liberia, Fun, Ewe, and do I forgot some? No, I don't forget no others. So this is basically mine and the people from the Congo. So this is basically mine uh, ancestry, and this is come back to what I was saying about us people from the Americas. We are too diverse. We are too diverse. We have too many African tribe and ancestry in us in order to just say, okay, put one over the top of the other. Nah, we can't do that because it's a bunch of ancestor that mixed together and it's so diluted that you won't be able to choose. But I guess whichever is on top and that you see that you connect with, go for it and connect with this tribe. Me, I connect with so many tribes. I love the people from the Senegal. I love people from the Ghana, the I mean Guinea. Then I didn't really have any connection with people from Nigeria. I didn't have no many connection with the people of Benin, despite that my mother have big DNA from Benin. Even from Ghana, I will say Ghana, I was not too much connected with the Ghana DNA, but I had interest to the people from Congo. Yeah, I felt connected with them. I felt connected with people from Liberia, Sierra Leone. You know, uh, yeah, in Mali. You know, but yeah, it's all your choice. So yeah, anyway, I hope you guys liked it. This video, like, comment, share your DNA update with me, and I appreciate it. Much love.